Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and today we are going to study about the operators in Python. Okay, so let's have a look and then we can go ahead. So basically these are the operators. So these are the arithmetic operators. Then next is comparison or the relational operators. Next is assignment operators. Next is logical operators, and next is membership operators. Okay, so we'll study one by one. Let's head back to the Jupyter notebook. Okay, so yeah, so first we'll start with the arithmetic operators. Okay, sorry, I need to do with this markup. So once you do the markdown, it acts as a header or the for example, if you do add a hash, it acts as a header. Okay, now in case of arithmetic operators, so these are the arithmetic operators: plus, minus, into, division, modulus, power, and floor division. So we'll study one by one. Okay, so first is plus. So let's take two variables. One we can assign is 10 and b we can assign is 4. Okay, so now first one is addition. So a plus b is equal to, sorry, let's use print. Now if okay, let's take another variable, c is equal to a plus b. Okay, now we have assigned addition here, so let's print c, so we get 14. Okay, so in a similar way, if I do minus, then it gives 6. So 10 minus 4 is 6. Next is multiplication, so 10 fours are 40. Next is division. Okay, so let's take 2 here so that division gets easy. So it's 5.0. So this division obviously gives the floating point also. For example, if I give 11 here, so it gives 5.5, but in case of floor division, it gives just the integer value. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Now remaining is power. So let's take 2 here, and we can write 3 to the power of 2. So 3 3s are 9. Okay, so this acts as a power symbol. Next one is modulo. So a mod b gives 0 because it is divisible. Now if I give 11 here, it should give 1. Okay, because 2 mod 11 is 1, because 2 5 is 10, remainder is 1. So modulo gives the remainder, and that's it. Okay, so have we missed something? So we covered plus, minus, into, division, modulo, power, and floor division. Okay, so these are the arithmetic operators. What all are the arithmetic operator? Plus, then minus, then into, then division, then floor division, then modulo, and next is power. So this acts as a multiplication and this acts as a power symbol. Okay, so for example, let's do the power. So 2 to the power of 4, so it should give 16. 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16. Okay, so these are arithmetic. Next is arithmetic. After arithmetic, these are comparison operators. Okay, so comparison or the relational operators. Okay, so let's hit here markdown. Okay, so what are the comparison operators? So let's take down some comparison operators. Not equal to, then greater than, okay, less than, then greater than, okay, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, next is this. Okay, so let's give here markdown. Okay, so these are the comparison or relational operators. Let's study one by one. So let's take two variables, a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3. Now if I want to print whether a is equal to b, then it will obviously give false. So comparison operators usually give the boolean values, boolean values, true or false. Okay, so a is equal to b, it is false, but if you give a is equal to 3, then it should give true. Now if I give a is not equal to, the second one, then it should give false, because a is equal to b, right? So if I give a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3, then it should give true, because a and b are not equal. Okay, so this operator also acts as a not equal to. So here it is mentioned, checks if the value of two operands are equal or not. If the values are not equal, then the condition becomes true. Okay, so in case of this, checks if the value of two operands are equal or not. If the values are not equal, then the condition becomes true. So this is similar to not equal to operator. So these both work in a similar scenario. Okay, so this is that is not equal to operator. Next is not equal to, then greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to, it says false. A is greater than or equal to, it says false. So these are the comparison operators. Next I have completed all. Yeah, so next is relational or the assignment operators, I think. Yep, next are the assignment operators. So next is assignment, ASSIGN, assignment operators. Okay, let's head down to markdown and shift enter. Okay, so what are the assignment operators? Is equal to, plus equal to, okay, is equal to, then plus equal to, minus equal to, sorry, minus equal to, then into equal to, division equal to. Okay, so these act in a similar way. Wait, I will show you. Modulo equal to. Okay, so this acts in a similar way like we assign. For example, if we assign a is equal to 10, now we are assigning 10 to the variable a, right? So a is equal to 10. Now in case of this operator, plus is equal to, now if I give a plus is equal to 10, what it does is it adds the previous 10 which was assigned to the a to this 10, so the value will be 20. Sorry, I need to print it. 10 plus 10 should be 20, right? If okay, if I get once again, yeah, it should be 20 because I did it thrice, right? So a is equal to 10 and a is equal to 10, it should give 20. Now a is 20. Okay, now if I give a minus is equal to 10, so 20 minus 10 will be, sorry, I need to print it. See, it is giving 10. So 20 minus 10 is 10. Now if I give into equal to, so 10 into 10, it will be 100. Okay, okay, I assigned it. Now I need to print it. So it is giving 100. Okay, so in the similar way, now if I give a mod is equal to 10, so what it does is 100 divided by 10. Okay, so 100 divided by 10 is 10. So it is giving floating value because it is this division. Now if I give the flow division, it should give 1, but yeah, let's try that. So it should give 1. Yeah, it is giving 1. Okay, now the remainder is modulo. Okay, so I need to assign something new. A is equal to 11. Now b modulo is equal to a. Let's assign b is equal to 2. It should give, okay, 2 mod 11 will be 2, I think. So b will be 2 because if the other value is greater than the modulo symbol, for example a mod b, so if the a value is smaller than the b, then a will be returned. Okay, and if the b value is greater than the a, then the remainder will be returned. For example, let's take a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 10. So here 2 will be returned. Okay, so print a mod b. So here 2 will be returned, but in case of this, now 1 will be returned. Okay, so if a value is smaller than the b, then a will be returned in case of modulo. Okay, so this is how it works. So these are the assignment operators. Next is the logical operators. Okay, so next is logical operators. Okay, So logical operators are nothing but and, or, not, etc. Okay, so you know the truth table, right? So 0 and 0 is always 0, 0 and 1 is always 1, similar case. Okay, so it works like that. So let's take two values, a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 0, or let's take just a 1 and 0. Okay, now if a and b, okay, let's just print a and b, so it should return false, sorry, 0, because 1 and 0 is always 0. Now if I give 1 and 1, then it will be always 1. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, so in case of if you want to compare two things, for example 2 and 3, 5, okay, let's take 5. So what we can do is a is greater than 0 and b is less than 0. So it will print false, because here a is greater than 0 is true, but b is greater than less than 0 is always, so it is false. So it takes as 1 and 0, so 1 and 0 is 0, 0 means false. Okay, so this is how it works. But if I give b is also greater than 0, then it will be true. Okay, so this is how AND operator works, and OR operator works totally in opposite way. Now if I give OR, so it will give true, and if either of the condition is true, then it will always return true. Okay, for example, now in case of a is greater than 0, it is true, but b is less than 0, it is false. But still one scenario is always true, right? So it is giving true. But if I do a is also less than 0, then it will return false. Okay, so this is how AND OR operator works. For example, let's take in case of 1 and 0, so that you will understand it better way. So print a or b, so it will, okay, oh sorry, now it will be okay. So this is how it works. So a or b, 0 comma 0 is always 0, but 1 comma 0 is 1, and 1 comma 1 is also 1, and then 0 comma 1 is also 1. Okay, so in case of OR this works like that, but in case of AND it will be always opposite. So you need to remember two things: AND always returns true only when 1 and 1 is there, it returns true. Okay, and in case of OR it will return false only when both the values are 0. Okay, so this is how it works in case of OR. Now in case of NOT, it just gives the output in the opposite manner. For example, if you give 1, it gives 0. If you give 0, it will return 1. So a is equal to 0. Now, so not a is false. So if I give true here, it will be false. If I give false here, it will be true. So it will be opposite always. So if I give 0 here, it will be true, and if I give 1 here, it will be false. So 1 is true, but it is giving false. Okay, so this is how NOT works. Okay, so these are the operators. So we have studied about the arithmetic operators, comparison operators, sum and logical operators. Next is the membership operators. Okay, so membership just check whether the things are present or not in the list or anything. Okay, membership operators. So membership operators are nothing but in and not in and not in. Okay, so okay, I have not given it marked down, so that's totally fine, or we can comment it. Okay, so this is how it works. For example, if I take a list and just take list 1 comma 2 comma 3, and now if I want to print if 1 in a, print true, so it is returning true. But if I give 0, which is not in the list, so it should return, okay, else I need to give, because the condition is not satisfactory, so it is giving false because 0 is not in the list. But now if I give 0 not in a, then it will return true. Got it? So not in checks if it is not in the list, and in checks if it is in the list. So this is how membership operator works, simple and easy way. Okay, so next is type conversion. Okay, so there are two types of conversions in Python. One is implicit and the other is explicit type conversion. Okay, so let's hit down. So one is implicit and other is implicit conversion, and other is explicit conversion. Okay, so let's take down one example. So in case of implicit conversion, interpreter automatically converts one data type into another. For example, a is equal to 10, which is int, okay, and b is equal to 9.4, so which is float. Now if I give c is equal to a plus b, it should give, okay, c, let's print c, 19.4, which is in float. Now if I check the type of c, it is float. So this type of conversion is known as implicit conversion, where interpreter automatically converts one data type to another. For example, a here is int. If I check the type of a, type of a here, it is int, and type of b is float, and type of c here is float. Now as you can see, a is int and b is float, but the output is always float. Okay, so this type of conversion is known as implicit conversion. And in case of explicit conversion, user manually inserts whatever type he wants. For example, a is equal to 10 and I want to convert it to string, so b is equal to string of a, and if I print, so it gives in the form of string. So this is how we can convert into explicit form. For example, now if I check the type of b, so it gives string. Now if I want to convert it to float also, I can convert. Now if, as you can see, the type changes to float. So these are the types of conversions. So first is implicit conversion, where interpreter converts into required data type or the possible data type, and explicit conversion gives user converts the whatever data type he wants. Okay, so these are the types of conversion. So the next is, so okay, one more important thing you need to remember here is okay, here converting a floating point value to integer would result in a loss of decimal point values. For example, if you have a float value, okay, a is equal to 10.9, and you convert a to int, okay, now you will lose this decimal value. So you need to avoid this kind of things. Okay, for example, if I print b, you lose the decimal point. So these type of conversion always results in the loss of decimal values and loss of some values. So you lose some important aspect in the real world. So need not do this and follow some guidelines. Okay, so this is the type of conversions. These are the type of conversions. Next is comments. Okay, so there are two types of comments. One is single line comments and one is multi-line comments. Okay, so if I want to write something, this is a Python class, and if I select the statement and I put this is a single line comment. Okay, now if I want to write something again, okay, so my name is John Wick, so this is also a single line comment. But if I want to write it in multi lines, then you can give triple single quotes. Okay, this also works. For example, my name is John Wick and I will come for you. So this is multi-line comment. Okay, and this is single line comment. Okay, so this is how it works. You can also give double quotation marks thrice. So this is also works in a similar way. And see, this also works in a similar way. So these are the comments, single line comments and the multi-line comments. And the next thing is one assignment for you. So try to solve this. So what will be the result of the below arithmetic expression? These are the choice. and what will be the result of the below expression. So these are the choices. Okay, do solve this and come to the next class. Okay, so till then, take care, bye bye, and hit that subscribe button. Okay, bye bye.